Hello, my beautiful Virgo friends. Welcome to your October love reading. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North nodes in Virgo. We're just going to have a quick look at what is going on with you in the month of October. I'm going to try and make this reading not as long as the past 5 I did because I'm doing this on another day. So I'm trying to not sort of talk for so long and get more to the point, but you know. We'll see what happens, Virgo. So let's have a look at what is just your overall energy in the month of October when it comes to love. I was getting the feelings when I was listening to your songs that like there's a bit of sassiness and a feistiness to you this month when it comes to other people and just your relationships and love. Yes, okay, because I feel like Mercury, wow, you have Mercury coming out and then Libra at the bottom of the deck. I'm still shuffling, but that's just, we're literally in Mercury retrograde in Libra. So this is coming up literally for everyone. I feel like this is a big deal this month, is this retrograde that's in Libra. Because it's in Libra, like it's making everyone take the good, long, hard look at our relationships. And we're needing to like really get serious with ourselves and be honest with ourselves as well as our partners and be like, you know, get to the surface of everything. And I feel like that could result in you sort of being a little, I just heard, nitpicky at times. So I'm not going to take them, I only want one. One more card, please. I also want to say that you guys actually rule, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So interesting. Cards aren't wanting to come out for you today. Look at me. Oh, you know what? I actually usually pull these before I start filming. Oh well. Maybe you guys are sort of doing things a little backwards, like doing things a little differently. That's what this Mercury retrograde is sort of bringing up for everyone, is like doing things differently, communicating differently, speaking differently, thinking differently. Ooh, there we go. There's a card far out, finally. Oh my god. You guys got Virgo. I analyzed, so you got yourself. So yeah, the energy around you guys with love this month is very like analytical. It's very much you're in your head. You've got Mercury, I was about to say Mergo. So now we're merging Mercury and Virgo together. But yeah, you guys are really in your head. I think you're getting a little nitpicky for sure. Like you're thinking so much that, it's making everything sort of, like, I feel like everything's under a microscope. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have 12th house. Escape. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys might be feeling as though you're a little bit stuck, a little bit trapped, like kind of feeling like things are a little bit like overwhelming. I feel like that could definitely have to do with your thoughts and the way you're actually thinking. So I'm getting like this feeling, because I wrote down some channeled messages before I started filming as well. So I wrote down vitality, open-hearted, rebirth, do-over, cleansing, wipe the slate, start again, meditation. So I feel as though you guys are kind of wanting to clean your slate this month when it comes to love and like cleanse, fix things up. With Virgo coming out and Mercury, like this Mercury retrograde is literally having you even analyze yourself. So I feel as though you're actually going deep within your subconscious patterns, and that's probably why that meditation came out, because you could even be meditating a little bit more than usual this month, or feeling the call to, because the 12th house does rule over like the subconscious mind and the deepest depths of ourselves. And it's sort of where, you know, we connect to the spirit realm, and we connect to the spirit realm through meditation. So I feel, because I also wrote here, soul work, soul family, questions, answers, divided, truthful, fresh and unique, help, waking up, feisty, deep in thought, it's all good, warmth, and finding closure. Deep in thought for sure, 100%. Like you guys are going to be really deep in thought this month. But I also feel like that's because you're finding closure. So the 12th house is like literally the last house in the zodiac. It's like ruled by Pisces, which is the last sign in the zodiac. So it's coming full circle. So I feel like at the moment with Virgo coming out, that rules over the 6th house, that's halfway. So Virgo is 6 houses to Pisces, 6 signs to Pisces, however you want to say it. And essentially I feel like this is like you at the halfway point, sort of coming into sort of like a new sense of self. And like, it was funny, I literally heard, it's all good. So it's almost like the biggest message for you, I think, this month when it comes to love is to not actually go so far down the rabbit hole that you sort of like work yourself up. And because Virgo, you guys have a big tendency to sort of lose yourself in anxiety at times, and I understand. I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, as well as I'm a 6th house Sun and 6th house Saturn ruled by Virgo. So, you know, I can definitely understand you guys, how you can sort of just tend to overthink and overanalyze things, and just almost to the point where it can take you literally, you see how it's spiral, like Virgo, you guys can spiral your mind into like all sorts of different scenarios and things like that. And I think what's really coming up for you is getting clear on what's real and what's fake, because, you know, the 12th house gives me like major delusional vibes at times too. It's like not really knowing the difference between what's real and what's not. Like, yeah, it's all just kind of like feels like a little bit of a muddle. And I feel like you guys are going to be like, you want a fresh and unique sort of perception, and like maybe even a relationship. Like, it's kind of like the vibe I'm getting is like maybe you've been with someone for so long that things are feeling a little stagnant, or they're just feeling a little same. It's like always the same sort of thing. And you're sort of looking for an escape, like looking for some sort of way to find a little bit more excitement and fun in your relationship, because that's the thing as well, especially with Venus in Virgo. If any of you guys have Venus in Virgo, it's sort of like can be a little bit of a dampener on fun at times, because it's just like so analytical. It's like always picking out every little thing, and that's the beauty of you guys as well, Virgo. Like, no one will pick up little things like you, no one. But sometimes that can be to your detriment as well. And like with that divided, I feel as though like it can sometimes cause division between you and your partner, because you are so analytical and you are so deep in thought. And like, you know, it's sort of like if you're a Virgo and your partner is maybe an Aries, and then your Aries wants to just run off and like start and do something, you know, wants to just jump in head first. But the Virgo, like you being a Virgo, is kind of like, oh no, like I want to like slow down, calm down. It could also be in your own chart as well. So it's like, you know, you've got an Aries Sun and you've got a Virgo Mercury or something, and you just want to like run it and charge at things, but your mind sort of doesn't let you. So it's kind of like coming into this symbiotic relationship with yourself is what I'm getting. So now that we've blabbered on there, I'm going to keep that out because I like to like look back on it and get more info and stuff. So now let's have a look at what your strength is in love over this next month, and what is your weakness. So let's start with your weakness. What is Virgo's weakness when it comes to love in the month of October? Wow, okay, we have Earth Sun. Which I might even look up in the book, because I've got my own interpretation of this card, but I also think that it could be beneficial. And at the bottom of the deck, wow, we have Father Sky. So that's definitely masculine energy. So masculine energy feels like it could be your struggle this month. You could definitely be dealing with a partner that's obviously a masculine, or this could even be like if you're a masculine, your partner is feeling like maybe she is displaying more masculine traits, or you're actually having physical problems and troubles with your masculine side. This could also be talking literally about a father and issues coming up with your own father, your own parents. Like, we literally have father and son. So that's really interesting. There could definitely be something happening between a father and a son, and things feeling like it's a little bit difficult, and maybe that's why there's all this analyzing going on, where it's like trying to figure out sort of because we've got the word divided here, and we have like wipe the slate clean, start again, soul family. So there's definitely something to do with your family that's coming up. And 12th house also talks about your ancestry and who comes before you, and you know, it's just like the big interwoven web of life sort of thing. So what your struggle is this month is it's got to do with your family. It's got to do with, you know, this could be even if you have a son Maybe your son is like, he could be going through a bit of like a hard time or something, and he's coming off a bit aggressive, and it's where you sort of want to escape and not really spend so much time dealing with it. But Virgo's asking you to analyze and spend a bit of time thinking and feeling on things. And that's the thing with Mercury retrograde too, because we're all under the influence of the same astrological transits that are currently happening. We all have different charts, so they affect us all differently, but we're all still being sort of knocked around in this giant big like pool of life. And so everyone's having big realizations and major moments happening at the moment, because we have so many planets that are about to go direct that have been retrograde, but there's also just so much going on externally in the world all the time too. So yeah, it feels like you guys have your biggest thing this month, actually let's read this in the book, has definitely got to do with the masculines around you, and maybe coming into, like, you might actually be wanting to get away from some of the boys around you, like masculine energies around you, because it's sort of annoying you at the moment. Like, I literally just opened the book to frustration, so I feel like you could be feeling frustrated this month with the boys that are around you or not boys, but just masculine energies. Okay, Earth Sun. The Earth Sun is the guardian responsible for nurturing and caring for the environment, the animals and the plants. Much like an elemental or the fairy folk, he takes his role seriously but is high-spirited, always looking to spread his love and laughter with the world. You are confident and carefree and are not limited by your fears. This is a great trait to have, as it gives you the courage to move forward to face any challenges that lay in front of you. You have little time for those who try to limit your beliefs and dampen your spirits. It could even literally be that like you have family members that are trying to dampen your spirits, and you're actually like feeling like really connected and really excited about connecting with the earth, and just even gardening. Like for some of you guys, you might be starting something new and you're just not really getting the support. In fact, you only feel pity for those who restrict themselves because of their fears. These are not people who you choose to surround yourself with. However, these same people are drawn to you because of your endlessly cheerful attitude and positive outlook in life. For some reason, you're a little resistant in moving forward, but have no fear. There are no downsides to the decision you need to make right now. Whichever direction you decide to go, it will be a good outcome. You have a deep faith and belief in yourself that will continue to hold you in a good stead once again. Your confidence and luck will always land you on your feet. Okay, so like this is good vibes. So the fact that this is coming out in your weakness is you needing to maintain that optimistic perspective and to maintain that like happy-go-lucky, because that's what I think you might be struggling with a little bit this month. Is you could even just be feeling a little bit down, and you could be wanting to sort of escape from the situation that you're currently in. Literally, the next card is Father Sky, so I'm just going to read some of this too. You're the only sign that I've read these for. Father Sky is the spirit of the night and the day, the moon, the stars, and the sun. He represents all that is above the ground, out into the endless universe and beyond that which we cannot see. Father Sky is the seer of dark and light, the good and bad, yet with his eternal wisdom he does not judge. Be fair in making your decisions, as people are looking to you for guidance and support. Be respectful in your judgment and don't neglect to see the entire picture. There is much more information you are not aware of at this point. Make some more inquiries and listen to your intuitive feelings in an attempt to gain further insight into this situation. Your judgment in this matter will last beyond this single event and will influence many people around you. You are seen as a role model by others and have gained respect due to your past actions. Take your time in this situation and give yourself a few more days until you make your final decision. It will be worth the wait. Okay, so that's really interesting. Both of those cards are talking about you needing to make a decision. Here we've written questions, answer, divided, truthful. So it's interesting. And with 12th house coming out as well, this rules this is similar sort of energies that are all coming out. It's your faith. And I feel like you need to actually give yourself a little bit more time. Like, obviously, you're making a decision when it comes to love and family, and Spirit is just trying to bring forth the message that you should probably give yourself a little bit more time and space and really think and analyze about this. You've literally got Mercury analyze, This is kind of all making sense now. So I feel as though this is that rebirth. Like, that rebirth comes from going through yourself and through your thoughts and listening to your subconscious, the subconscious messages that are sort of coming up through you. And we feel those by feeling. So it's like paying attention to how you feel and not rushing into things. So what is Virgo's energy? What's their archetype? How are they acting in the month of October? What do we have? So you, my beautiful Virgo, is trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Okay. So this is sort of that message that the more you give, the more you receive. The more of your heart you're willing to open and like express and exchange with your partner, the more you're going to sort of have a bit more ease and flow in your communication. Because I feel like with Mercury, mind and analyze, it could be that you guys have been having some difficult communication, and that it's sort of like you are both trying to make a decision and you might be struggling to come from an equal sort of space. And I feel as though, you know, the more you can come with, because look, he's got his hand right on his heart, and that's the first thing I always notice with this card, is he's holding his heart. So, you know, coming from a space that feels like open-hearted as opposed to closed off and, you know, lackful, like this is all about abundance. It also could be that you are just really focused on, you know, creating some sort of income, or focusing on your job, focusing on your work, focusing on what you have to give in this world in the month of October. So how about the person, I want you to think of the person that you're dealing with at the moment, my Virgos. So this could be anyone, it's up to you. Now we're going to have a look at their energy in the month of October. Do you want me to take that? No. What is Virgo's person's energy? Okay, straight up. We have water guardian, so your person could definitely be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Between you guys, we have she-wolf, unleash the wild within. So that's that call, once again, to have a little bit more fun. I think you could be like feeling a little bit serious. And you know what I've noticed actually, doing your reading, I'm actually a little bit more serious than I have been. Like when I was doing Gemini's reading yesterday, oh my God, I was just like, woo! So it's interesting because every sign obviously has a different vibe. And so you guys do feel a little bit serious and a little bit like, you know, you're very much in your thinking brain at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that, but unleash your wild within is sort of asking you to, like, you know, stare and howl at the moon, like go crazy, be a little bit more like spontaneous and fun and free, and that can bring a lot more diversity and just fun in general into the relationship, or, you know, into whatever situation that you're having with someone. Like, I think it's just really important for you to let your like freak flag fly, is literally what I just heard. Like, stop trying to be so perfect. You don't need to be perfect. Perfect doesn't even exist. In a way it does, because really we're all perfect, but at the same time it doesn't, because no one can be perfect. So it's kind of like, you know, don't, I think maybe you try, I don't want to say try too hard, but you just try to make things happen too much, and it can be a little bit overwhelming for you and your partner. So anyway, we are going on way too long. I'm sorry, guys. Water guardian, so connect with your emotions. So your person is feeling like really emotional this month. Like, I kind of feel like maybe you're focused more so on the material world, and your person's more so focused on, like, you know, they're very dreamy, this could even be like, because we've got a lot of 12th house, like, dreamy vibes, so it could be that your person's like really feeling like creative, and they're trying to, like, you know, it could be playing music, it could be that they're just feeling really connected to like their spiritual self, and maybe that's where all this sort of divide is coming up, because one of you could be a little bit too spiritual, and one of you could be, or like just, you know, up in the ethers, doesn't want to sort of like ground into reality, and the other one is too grounded into reality. So I feel like this is like coming into a medium, and your person's just definitely like, I feel like they're really connected to the angels as well. They're like really connected to spirit, and I'm just getting like big creative vibes. Also, like, they are really, I feel like they're like connected to you, and they can really feel your feelings and like understand your emotions and stuff. So that's really nice. You've got warmth there too, and finding closure. So I think that this month is all about like you two coming to like a balance between each other, and like being able to sort of like have a more fun and just flowing relationship, because there's like a lot of earth and water here. So it's like, on the one hand, things are really solid, and then on the other hand, like, things are really sort of flowy, and it's finding that like balance between the two, because I feel like one of you guys is like really just like do, and the other one's like, let's get this done. So interesting. Let's pull a couple tarot cards now for both of you. Let's have a look at Virgo Spirit. What do you want to bring up and talk about with Virgo for their month of October in love? Love, love, love. There's that Magician. I kept seeing him when I was shuffling the cards for you. You got the Magician. So you are in creative mode, that's for sure. I feel like you're trying to manifest, which is awesome. And you see the Magician's in the upright, so you've got all the tools that you need at the moment, and that's probably why Trade is coming out, is because like you are finally reaching a space within yourself where you're actually able to give and receive equally, which is fantastic. Oh, you got some lovely cards coming out. Okay, so you're working. You're getting to work, Virgo. You're getting to work. This month is all about the work for you. One more card, please. Spirit. Okay, that's the one. Oh, we got two. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So that's just that little message of don't be too abrupt, don't be too harsh with your wording, don't jump into things, don't sort of like come off, if you, I just literally heard, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Like I literally am getting the feeling like for you guys, Virgo, one of you has got like a really dreamy partner, and your Virgo self just wants to like smack him sometimes and be like, can you just like literally come back down to earth for a second? And I just saw 22 on the camera, so for someone that is relevant. Okay, anyway, so Three of Pentacles as well in the reverse. I feel like that's kind of like that feeling like, here's what I'm getting for you guys. I just feel as though you are getting to work, Virgo. You're putting your time and your effort into like, I feel like you've got like a business that you're working on, or a job, or like you're just doing some sort of work that really inspires you. You're learning something. You could even be studying, like going to school, doing something. And it's really healing for you. It's really good for your soul. I just think that maybe you and your partner are on a little bit of a different page, because this Three of Pentacles in reverse is giving me the feeling like they're not quite supporting you. They could be a little bit too emotional about everything at the moment. And it's like they're sort of like stuck in their feelings more so than like rooting into reality. And so like your energy is just beautiful. I love it, and it makes a lot of sense with that Trader coming out. So you have the Magician and Temperance. You have two major arcana cards that came out straight away. So this is a big month for you. It's definitely going to bring like a lot of shift and change and a lot of healing. Like Temperance, you see how she is this beautiful yellow fairy angel that is surrounded by like it looks like a winter, like it looks like there's like nothing growing, nothing around her, but she's literally this spark of life. So I feel like you are being restored this month with like a spark of light and passion and just, like self-love vibes. Like it's feeling like you're finally like giving to yourself a little bit more and accepting, hey, I actually, my work is really important to me. And as a Virgo, it is, because Virgo, you have to be of service. If you're not of service, then you sort of feel a little bit like just empty. Like it's that like that sense of not being quite fulfilled. And so I feel like by you honoring what you need, and like this is what Temperance is, she's allowing herself what she needs to heal. It's all about equal give and take and balance and reciprocity, and just moving with patience and virtue and like kindness. And the interesting thing is you got the Seven of Pentacles as well, and both of these cards to me talk about patience. So, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, but then you've also got the Eight of Pentacles. You've also got the Three. So this is all Pentacles, which means this is all about money and physical world and finances. And, this is you building, I feel like you're trying to build a future for your family. And this is kind of like, you're having a couple of little like roadblocks, or not roadblocks, but like just little situations with your partner that are kind of sort of just shaking things up a little bit. But that's like, I literally, as I was saying that, I saw it's all good. It's all good. This is all happening for you. It's not happening to like make any big crazy, like that's the thing, because you might be feeling called to make some crazy decisions. Like, when you just get really like overwhelmed and angry at sometimes, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm just going to go do this. That's not what you're being called to do, you're being called to think and analyze and like give yourself time to process your decisions. So this Eight of Pentacles, I love it. You are getting to work. The master becomes the student. The student becomes the master. You could just be going back to school to become a student. But this is you working on your future. This is you building something. So the thing is, you're just really focused on your future this month. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that your partner or the person you're dealing with might be feeling a little clingy. Pretty much is the vibe. So what about Virgo's person? I nearly just said Aries person. So you could be dealing with an Aries or have Aries somewhere else in your chart. But Water Guardian, what's going on with you? What do you want to talk about with Virgo's person, please, Spirit? Six of Wands. I like to see that. Oh, actually, I just got a very specific message with that. Oh man, Ace of Cups. This is a lovely reading. I'm loving this energy, Virgo. I'm a little bit devo that I don't have Virgo in my Sun, Moon, Venus, rising or North Node. I've got a 6th house Sun, but I don't think this is for me, guys. I think this is for you. I always do that when I do a reading. I'm like, oh man, I hope it's good. Like if I do a pick a card or something, I'm like, I wonder which group I'm going to pick. I hope it's a good one. Anyway, so for your person, guys, I have a couple of messages. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So they're not being completely transparent. They're not opening up the way they should. It could even be them that come off with a little bit of like harsh communication sometimes. Because I'm getting a few messages with this Six of Wands. First thing, like at first I was like, oh cool, but then I couldn't help but notice, you see how that little kid is like staring at him really like kind of grumpily? Like I don't know why, but I feel like Virgo, your partner is a little bit envious of your like success. And not like in a really like shitty way. It's kind of in a way like I feel like they're a little bit envious because they might not have found their thing yet. Like this isn't giving me like super diabolical vibes at all. It's just like, you know, I want to be happy for you. I want to be stoked that your little dragon egg just hatched. But to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous that I don't have my own dragon egg. So there is that message, but then there's also the message that once again, it's all good. So, you know, your person, as much as you guys might be having like a little bit of a quandary at the moment, and, you know, this is coming up because your person has to deal with their own sense of self, inadequacy and their sense of, you know, just because you're healing and you're moving into like this beautiful new direction, you know, that's for them. It's not your fault if you're triggering them. It's pretty much what I'm just trying to say. Like it's their inner work that they need to do. So you also have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups coming up too. So there's definitely something that needs to be left behind, which is what I wrote before, finding closure. So it kind of feels as though, like, I just heard like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Like there's something that you guys need to move on from, that your person's trying to move on from, and it's going to take time. So things might have like sort of like felt really difficult lately, and it sort of feels as though you're moving really, really slowly, but this is a beautiful, I love that this is the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning filled with love. So your person's got so much love for you, it's not funny. Like this Water Guardian with this Ace of Cups is just telling me like big, big love vibes. I want to grab one card for clarity on the Eight of Cups. But I also wanted to say with this Ace of Swords in reverse, that is that, because I wrote down here, questions answered, divided, truthful. So the Ace of Swords is all about getting to the truth and having honest communication. So that's the main thing for you guys this month, is like something's gone. She stopped filming. You guys are just really needing to have like conversations that really like can flow with each other and just open and honest. And coming from love, a lot of love. Like there's a lot of love here between you two. So what's this Eight of Cups talking about? What is Virgo's person? What is this Eight of Cups? What are they moving on from? What are they leaving behind? What are they rolling out from? Queen of Swords. Okay, interesting. I want to get one more card for that too. Wow, the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the Two of Swords. So I think, oh, I see. Okay, so this is giving me a sort of feeling like your person's actually walking away from being all over the place. I think that they're kind of trying to become more clear within themselves and have more sort of conviction in how they're coming across and how they're thinking and speaking. I do think that they're leaving, because this Knight of Wands and this Queen of Swords, like, they're giving me the impression, the feeling as though like your person's been someone that like starts and stops, tries things and they don't kind of work out. And I think that this Queen of Swords is actually kind of calling for them to become a little bit more, what's the word? Like kind of just serious, like a little bit more serious. Like, see how serious she is? Like, it's becoming more serious about their life. It's growing up a little, because the, you see this Knight is, it's like a much younger energy, and the Queen is obviously the next step up from the Knight. And I feel like you've got another Knight here as well. So well, they do. And I feel like this is talking about them slowly, very slowly growing up a little and coming into more of like a, just like understanding that they need to probably put a little bit more work in when it comes to like building for your future together. So, okay, Virgo, I'm sort of going to, let's just grab a little bit of advice and then we'll check in, because I said in the beginning of this video that I didn't want it to be that long, and it's turned out to be the longest one I've done. Go bloody figure. Okay, wow. Sun at the bottom that was flipped over as well. So, like I keep saying, it's all good. Everything's going to be all good between you two. What's the advice, Spirit? Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, and the Sun at the bottom again. So, first up, advice is that the more fun you can have, the more you can play, the more you can get, oh wow, cool, the Empress is underneath that. So, you know, wow, she's pregnant and there is literally a baby there. So some of you guys could actually be maybe finding out this month that you're pregnant, or that someone around you is pregnant, or, you know, just having like, this is the mother and this is, you know, the child sort of thing. So you also had Earth, Sun and Father Sky. So there's definitely a lot of family stuff coming out for you. It could be that like spending time talking to your mother, playing with your kids, like just being more playful, being more fun, getting out there, and like the more you can enjoy your life and show your kids, like it's like pretty much like teaching through the clarity of your example. Like they're gonna mirror you. So the more fun you can have, the more authentically you can be, the better role model you're gonna be for your children. I don't know why that's coming up, but anyway. Yeah, so your advice with this Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in reverse as well is to stop sort of juggling whether this is, you know, do you want this or not? Because you guys, I think you and this person might have been like not sure about each other for a little bit, or like not sure about how this is working, or not sure how you're going to maintain a solid, stable foundation with this person. It feels like there could have been some money issues, or just like finance, resource issues, just whatever's going on. Essentially, this is Spirit just giving you the green light, saying, you know, you are strong enough to handle all this. You can manage it all. It is all totally possible. It's all totally doable. But you just might have to make some cutbacks, like cut back on some things that aren't really in service to your highest good. But it doesn't have to be forever. Like, you know, your energy in the whole beginning of this was talking about you being in the trader. So, you know, you are very, very open to giving and receiving at the moment, and that's kind of like what's really going to help you guys, I think, is as you can become more solid and stable individually, and you're healing and doing jobs and work that you actually absolutely love, like it's going to give you a happier slate and a happier feeling and way of being in life, and that's going to really inspire your children. So anyway, Virgo, that is what I have for you, my loves. Let me know if this resonated. Hit me up in the comments. Give this video a like if it resonated, and yeah, subscribe to me channel, because there's going to be plenty more of these where they came from. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that in the description box. It's www.crystallinepriestess.com. I got a bunch of different readings on there that you can choose from. Why is my nose getting itchy now? And yeah, really soon I'm going to be offering, hopefully in November, I'm going to be offering natal birth chart readings as well. And there's going to be a couple of exciting little tarot birth chart reading offers and stuff on there too. So stay tuned for that, my friend. And yeah, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and to read for your partner or whoever it is that you're thinking of, whoever this mystery person is. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next reading, because I will also be uploading October general readings for each star zodiac sign once I'm done with all these love readings. So much love to you, and I will see you in the next reading, and hopefully it won't be this long. Mwah, bye.